Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jennifer Hough and I'm Policy and Research Officer with Alcohol Action Ireland. And I'm here today to give you a brief overview of the concept of trauma and the need for trauma-informed mental health services. Many of you here today will already instinctively know that unresolved trauma is at the root of many mental health and indeed addiction problems. And the science and research clearly tells us this. That's why it's really so important that mental health services and indeed all public services really move towards the understanding of the underlying trauma that brings people to their doors. For family members too, there's trauma, vicarious or second-hand trauma, because for certain the trauma of the person, of course, impacts on the whole family. And this is very much in line, these principles of trauma-informed care are very much in line with the recovery approach, which champions responding to people in a respectful way, giving people choice, listening and looking for strengths rather than pointing out weaknesses. So what can we do to move towards trauma-informed care services? Two basic things are required. We need a commitment from government that our mental health services and indeed all of our public services become trauma-informed. And the other thing is that this really comes from, as well as being pushed from the top down, that it comes from the bottom up, and that workers on the ground understand trauma and not necessarily be an expert in trauma, but to recognise it, identify it and be able to respond appropriately. This could be really as simple as, instead of calling a patient challenging or violent, it's recognised that they're in distress, they're traumatised. So in a practical sense, for services on the ground, being trauma-informed means integrating understanding of past and current traumatic experiences into how your service operates. Professionals must be trained and family and community must be utilised in recovery. Environments must not re-traumatise and people must feel safe and in control. And for families, which is what we're talking about today, trauma-informed care means that services adopt a way of working with service users and their families that's empowering and promotes self-determination and fosters personal choice. So while we're all wondering what our new world will look like post-COVID, really we need more than ever, is what we need in our services, kindness and empathy. And we need to ask people what has happened to you rather than what's wrong with you. And we really need to keep this really simple but absent concept. We need it to be pushed from the top down as well as nurtured from the bottom up. Thank you.